Scrapbooking.com magazine presents the following Albums Department article from the April 2012 issue. Pinup Glamour Mom by author and artist Jodalyn Malone. Growing up, I always thought my mom was so pretty. I loved to look at her photos when she was a teen, so I decided I would make a little tag book with her pinup pics, one for her and one for me. I love how the 50s era makes a statement of glamour with a style all its own. In this little tag album, I printed the photos onto vellum papers for a more translucent look. Under some of the photos, I placed the words that you can see through the photo. I took a clock face, a vintage dice jeweled earring, and an old garter and hooked it onto the spiral edge of the album. Of course, you can personalize this little book into the era of your choice. Instructions. Choose your theme. Copy your photos onto vellum paper. Cover some of the pages with scrap papers and leave some of them white for the tag book. Layer your stickers and use embellishments such as eyelets, clips, and brads to attach your photos. Behind the vellum photos, layer the words or stamp them on. Layer colored papers behind the cutouts to make items pop. Add ribbons to the edge of the book and tie a ribbon around the book for the closure. I added a little copper handle on the front and a vintage earring. I also created a cluster using a watch face, a vintage dice jeweled earring, and a garter. Go through your junk jewelry and see what you can find. I'm all about vintage. I love to incorporate painting, sewing, and altered art into my scrapbooking. I have always had a love for old, used, repurposed, and recycled items. I have scrapbooked since I was a child, and I have taught classes for over a decade. As a faux finisher, I love to create altered art and more. I love to inspire and be inspired. A printable project card showing instructions and a list of supplies for this project can be found by clicking on the step-by-step instructions link within this article. To find the products featured in this article and shown in these layouts, check with your local scrapbook retailer. Browse our premier retail stores for coupons to a store near you. Thanks for listening. For more creative inspiration, be sure to check out all of the great articles and projects in this issue of Scrapbooking.com magazine.